I'm Cathy Thomas, welcoming Eddie Hyman, executive chef at the Country Club in Costa Mesa. Chef's going to share the secrets of his charred asparagus, adorned with irresistible toppings. It's going to be a palate party. Delicious asparagus, but the accompaniments are so delicious. Tell me about them.
Right, so what we have here is a charred asparagus that goes with twice cooked bacon, pequio emulsion that's aerated, chives and pecorino that's shaved on, and for garnish we have petit tendrils.
Oh, yum. Let's get started.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna go ahead and cut the end pieces off, and then we'll bring it right over to our sheet pan here. Lay it out. I have grapeseed oil here. I know a lot of people like using olive oil, but for me, it's better to use that as a finishing oil. Grapeseed oil has a higher smoking point, so because of that, it won't get a bitter taste. We always season everything, you know, everything gets love, everything gets seasoning. At the restaurant, we actually put it on a broiler so it gets charred. So it gets a nice, good, smoky char on there.
We can do that here at Cathy Thomas's house.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
You want the broiler on?
Yeah, actually, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
Next, we're going to braise this slab bacon. It does take about 2.5 to 3 hours. We use Beelers, no additives on there, so you get a nice pure product. When I braise things, I use some type of broth, but since the bacon's already smoked and cured, it already has a lot of flavor in there, so I don't want to take away from that. Making sure that there's no air that escape, or at least the least amount as possible. And then we'll get foil and reinforce that seal on there. You want to make sure that you do it prior to actually cooking the asparagus or anything else, because it is the process that takes the longest.
Yeah.
Okay, next is the pepper emulsion. We got a bell pepper here, Fresno, and then a Calabrian chili. We're gonna char off our bell pepper and our Fresno here. You can either do it on a burner or put it on a broiler, a grill, you know, whichever that you choose.
I take the easy way out. I do a whole bunch of them under the broiler in the oven.
Yeah, got it. This dish actually does have a little bit of spice and heat to it, but I don't think it's too much.
Fresno is fairly mild.
It is, and there's a bit of fruitiness to it too.
Yeah, and the Calabrian chili has a little sweetness to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
So that's nice.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, you're ready to go here. It has a slight char on them, nicely cooked, not cooked too much. You want somewhat of a bite on there. Now we can get this butter melted. We're gonna add the butter to the egg yolks and the peppers.
To make the sauce.
It's the fat that we need to make it really delicious. We're just gonna use the yolk. This is my cheater way of doing it. And I actually just use my hands.
And it's the best way to do it.
So with the bell pepper, I'll take a slit down here. And I don't want the seeds. And put it in there.
Wait a minute. You're leaving the skin on.
Yeah.
Oh, be darned, that's a surprise.
Yeah.
All right. And what is that skin going to add? Is there a little
charred
touch of
flavor?
char?
Yeah, exactly. And then don't forget about Calabrian chili. Boop.
All right.
And now a little bit of Dijon. That helps with the emulsification. It helps bind everything together. Okay, I'm gonna put a little acid in there, pull a little squeeze. And that's gonna help balance things out. What is it? Salt, acid, fat, usually go well together. We're gonna pour this in the ISI gun.
And as a home cook, if I don't have a gizmo, can I just spoon that sauce on?
You can spoon that sauce on
All right.
as you would like.
Okay.
So now we're gonna go ahead and cook the braised bacon that was cooked once. We're gonna cook it twice. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a nice sear on there.
There's the sizzle.
Yeah, that's how you know good things happen. We want it to get nice and crispy.
So not only is it going to give a wonderful flavor, it's also going to offer a texture contrast.
Exactly. That helps add dimension to the dish.
Chef, what are you looking for when this is all ready to take off?
You want a dark golden brown. You want to make sure that the outside gets that nice crispiness to it. Because it was braised, it's really soft and tender, so we want to make sure that the outside has a good texture to it, and then the inside falls apart in your mouth.
Ah, the barbecue rub.
Yeah, the barbecue rub right on there. We're at the home stretch where we can go ahead and plate it up. I'm just like making a little well. That way I have somewhere to put the sauce.
Beautiful.
Some of this bacon right here, nice and crispy now.
Oh yeah. I now know what twice cooked bacon is.
Here's the fun part with this guy.
Beautiful, Chef.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
A little bit of pecorino romano.
Look at that.
And don't forget chives. Chives on everything, right? We have our nice fresh pea tendrils.
As gorgeous as it is, I know it's going to be even better to eat.
Even yummier.
Yeah. I just want to thank you so much. I learned so much today.
Oh, awesome. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Here's a quick tip from Melissa's. Roasting bell peppers adds a sweet, slightly smoky flavor. You can buy roasted peppers in a jar, but it's so easy to do at home, and the flavor is so much better. More delicious. I love them napped with a vinaigrette and served with burrata and toast. I've lined a rim roasting pan with aluminum foil, and I folded over some on the sides so that later it can encase the peppers and steam them. These are going to go under the broiler for 5 minutes. Give them a quarter turn, and back they go for another 5 minutes. Okay, here's the second turn. So back in. These babies are ready. I'm just going to grab the side and enclose them so that they steam for about 5 minutes. Peeling, seeding, pulling into strips. Here we go. I want to lose as little of the juices as possible. Some people do this in the sink under running water. Some sherry vinegar, some extra virgin olive oil. Then these are big, plump, buttery olives. Capers. Now some fresh flat leaf Italian parsley. I like to add a little bit of mint. Some salt and pepper. Now the burrata. Some pan toasted sourdough. It's so delicious.